today to show your support for Jackson for America. Unfortunately, Representative Jackson could not be here today. He works as a congressional staffer in real life. Another reason you should vote for him. He knows how politics work. Anyway, he works as a congressional staffer in real life and he was busy at this time. Me and Jackson are different in some ways and similar in some ways. Because of our different political ideologies and our different beliefs, we kind of keep each other in check. We think about what is good for America as a whole by combining our thoughts together. With that being said, I'm going to move on to the main portion of this speech. A thing that me and Jackson both heavily agree on: economic reform. Franklin Roosevelt became president of the United States. The United States was in the grip of the Great Depression. And it was his wife and it was his wife, Eleanor Roosevelt, who came to him and said, "Franklin, we need more than the alleviation of stress. We need fundamental economic reform." And the president said these things, which have stuck with me which has stuck with me in a speech to Congress. He talked about the four freedoms, and the four freedoms to him were the freedom of speech, the freedom of protest, and religion. And then he said the freedom from want, the freedom from fear. He said a necessitous man is not a free man. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. There are too many necessitous people in this country. And if you think living paycheck to paycheck, just barely holding on at a job that you hate, sometimes two jobs that you hate, just so maybe you can put food on the table, is in a very real way, Franklin said, and I agree with him, is not free. That person is not free. President Roosevelt also wrote an economic bill of rights, and me and Representative Jackson will take from that and work with the American people and Congress to pass this economic bill of rights so that no American, whether black, white, Asian, Latino, gay, trans, whatever you are indeed free. This is not free anything. This is your tax dollars that we are talking about, and how we spend them is important. Why would we need all these programs like Social Security if the American people, through fundamental economic reform, will never again be poor? You feed them through your taxes, them being the government, and they work for you. We've become so used to just shutting up and putting up, but I refuse to do that any longer. There are some who would see this great union destroyed and torn to pieces just so that they can get their fancy title of president. I can guarantee you that within our first 100 days, we will set things straight if me and Representative Jackson are elected. We will work harder than any other presidential candidate will. We will provide a greater America, one the likes of President Miles can only promise you but not affect. That being said, we'll take questions. You can ask me any question. All right, Texas, if you want to come up. Won't let me in. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Technical difficulties. I had planned to ask questions for people to ask questions. Unfortunately, I can't do that. If you want to ask me a question, I'll be in Community VC too.
C-SPAN, powered by cable.
Like water. Can you explain?
I'm just kidding. I was saying, do you like Gitmo? Another
Oh.
word.
Are there any questions? Any other
Yes.
questions?
What do you support your running mate's executive order?
What executive order? What did Jackson say?
The first border crisis thing.
What about the first border crisis thing?
You know what? I'm not voting for any of y'all. Y'all don't even know a simple question.
Well, sir, I'm asking you.
Hey, Mr. Tom Cruise, I have a question.
Yeah. What's your question?
Hello. Hello.
I gotta ask.
19.
Somebody said they had a question. Somebody tell me.
Wayne, I hope my speech
gonna
was
ban me if I ask.
positive.
Tom Cruise, are you an actor?
Bro,
Yo,
I'm
CIA
active.
director, can you twerk that thing in my face?
Shut up. Shut up.
Can you do?
He's asking an honest question.
Bare
Yeah,
naked
it's an
twerking in my
honest
mouth.
question.
It's an honest question.
C-SPAN, powered by cable.